evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the jungle. We are live here in Attica, Ohio for tonight's matchup between the Seneca East Tigers and the Mohawk Warriors. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg Kinn. We've got Austin Rodriguez on the main cam, shadowing her tonight. Lathan Chapman, a new intern, doing some work with us here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks for tuning in here on the pregame show, brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Let's take a moment before we get to the starting tip, before the tip-off. Let's thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here tonight, live and paywall free right here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, Ohio Army National Guard, CLOUSE Construction, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, WEBSTER Industries, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, the Linda S. Ritzler Accounting Company, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We're just about set to tip this one off between these two N10 rivals. And this is going to be a great one here tonight for you folks, as Mohawk coming into this one overall on the season, sitting at 4-0 in league play. And Seneca East, 3-0 within league play and 4-0 overall. Seneca East sitting at 4-1 in league play, 6-2 overall. Those are stats according to the N10 site. Lonnie McMillan, give him a shout out for all of his hard work every week compiling these stats, putting them together. But here we are, the opening tip, swatted out of bounds. And we are underway live here at Seneca East Tigers Gymnasium. Beautiful facilities here. And the court, I think they updated that court, man, because that SE in the middle, that is sharp.
Yeah, I really, really like that. I was actually just eyeballing that a little bit ago, Nate.
Once again, a couple of familiar foes here. As that drive to the basket from Kane Heyman off the mark. Luke Mason drives it to the basket and lays it up with the left hand. Luke Mason, second leading scorer for the Tigers, coming in averaging 15.6 points per game. Leading the way for Seneca East, Lucas Bordner. Through 8 games, he's averaging 17.6 points per game. Drive to the basket off the mark. Connor Flood went to grab the rebound, but up and over.
17.6 points per game?
Yeah, 17.6.
Yeah, have fun with that. That's a day at the office right there trying to defend that.
And Seneca East has a couple of leading scorers that they look to. Bryler Beamer averaging 10 points a game. They got 3 guys that are averaging double-digit points per game on this squad. And we'll take a look at the Mohawk Warriors here in just a moment. Let's go through the starting lineups for both teams. Starting out with Mohawk as they have possession here. We pass it down low to Connor Flood. He's number 32, senior post. But also, rounding out the starting 5, number 0, Kane Heyman, the senior guard. Number 1, Ben Bogner, senior guard. Number 3, Boomer Cleveland, senior guard. Number 10, Hunter Haynes, senior guard. And number 32, Connor Flood, senior post. A lot of seniors on this squad. All seniors on the varsity squad for this Mohawk Warriors team to here this year. And a lot of playoff experience. That pass stolen away. Nice steal by Hunter Haynes there. Take a look at the Warriors on the season. Leading the way for Mohawk, Boomer Cleveland averaging 13.5 points per game. Kane Heyman, 12.5 points per game. Hunter Haynes, 11.5 points per game. And then Connor Flood, 12 points. They have 4 players averaging double digits on the year. So pick your poison with this Mohawk Warrior squad. But these two teams off to a hot start in the N10. And this is the battle for the top spot in the N10 here tonight, Greg. Winner of this one will claim a share of the top spot. Well, Colonel Crawford's leading the way, 4-0 in league play. They are 6-1 overall, but this will be for a share of second place, I should say.
Still sounds like a pretty good Christmas gift to me, Nate.
Yeah, absolutely. Still unwrapping any presents, Greggy?
Something like that.
Well, that one's swatted out of bounds. And a nice play at the basket, but it stays with the Warriors. 6:16 left to play here in the first quarter. It's 2-0 Mohawk. Corner three from Boomer Cleveland is off the mark. And the rebound tipped around, controlled by Ben Bogner, and the Warriors retain the possession. Bogner with it at the elbow, throws it down low for Connor Flood, and he's tied up in the post. We get a foul. We'll see who it goes against. I think that's Aiden Zach called for the foul. Yep, that'll be his first. And the fourth team foul here in the first quarter. So quickly, Tigers into foul trouble as Kane Heyman gets himself a little bit of space there, gets the floater to go from the free throw line. And it's 2-2. Got an open look at a three, but that one's off the mark from Justin Ryder. Starting five for Seneca East. Number 0, Taylor Young, the senior. Number 2, Bryler Beamer, senior forward. Number 3, Luke Mason, junior guard. Number 12, Lucas Bordner, senior guard. And number 23, Justin Ryder, senior forward. That's your starting five for the Seneca East Tigers. Our intern is a Tiger alum, so we're going to add another Tiger to the team here, Greggy.
Oh, boy. Seneca East fans will love that. Probably means more games on our schedule.
I'll tell you what, though. He got the luxury of going through this school. I had to go to Attica. I always look at this school. Every time I come in here, I'm like, man, what would it have been like? I probably wouldn't have gotten in so much trouble if I was in here.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I mean, I was a good kid.
That's always a good excuse to use nowadays. Man, I'll tell you what. If I had that new school. Just like, I remember when they introduced a lot of that computer in school kind of stuff where you just sat at the computer and did your schoolwork, and I was like, man, where was that when I was in school?
Right?
I love computers.
Nice drive to the basket. Kane Heyman lays it up and in. Heyman with 4 points in the early going. Drive to the basket, cut off by the defense. Nice job there by Bogner. Heyman drives to the basket, denied by the rim, but he's fouled on the way. Foul's going to go against Lucas Bordner. That'll be his second foul here in the first half, so he's going to have to watch how he plays the rest of this one. 4:25 left in the first quarter, and Mohawk finds himself in the bonus. Heyman off the mark with the first one. Heyman on the season. From the free throw line, he was 4 for 5 coming into this one. He's now 2 for 4 from the free throw line here tonight.
Of course, that's brought to you by our new free throw sponsor tonight here, Nate.
Free throws tonight brought to you by CLOUSE Construction. That's a one-game sponsorship there, folks. We can do anything. If you find a game and you're like, hey, I want to be on that one, just hit us up. Send us a message. Of course, I always feel like you get more impressions. You know, the more impressions you get, the more people hear about you. But I think, you know, CLOUSE Construction, if you don't know who CLOUSE Construction is by now, you know. They put their names on what they want it on, right?
Absolutely.
Lucas Bordner draws some contact, earns himself a trip to the free throw line.
Let me just leave that up there.
And another free throw brought to you by CLOUSE Construction.
Actually, we're gonna play that again because I like my little video that I made here. Hey, you guys, bring it on in here.
That's so cool. Bordner off the mark with second free throw. 6-3 is your score. Mohawk on top. Heyman, spin move, drives to the basket.
Oh.
No good. Lucas Mason with the rebound. Mason with the push pass. Aiden Zach, left wing three, no good. Heyman grabs the rebound. I'll tell you, one thing I love about watching Luke Mason play, boy, he is a crafty point guard, let me tell you. Oh, what a three. Hunter Haynes knocks it down from the perimeter.
Let's see if we got that one on the replay or not, Nate, because I actually missed it.
Instant replays tonight brought to you by National Machinery.
Yeah, look at that. Bang! Nice.
Folks, I got to give it up to Austin Rodriguez. She's doing a phenomenal job here tonight, considering that, the boss forgot the tripod, and she's working with what we got. I got to give it up to her. She's doing a great job, as always. It's 9-3 Mohawk. Heyman drives, stops, pops, got it to go. Kane Heyman with 7 points here in the first quarter, and it's 11-3 Mohawk. Step back three, Bordner, no. Rebound tipped out of bounds, last touched by Seneca East. Our pregame show tonight brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Halftime show brought to you by Hope and Fostoria. And the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Folks, if you hadn't heard about XCARET Mexican Restaurant, they had a little bit of a problem recently. And that's a nice drive to the basket there by Boomer Cleveland. He lays it up and in off the glass. 10-point lead for the Warriors here. Mason drives it, puts it up, no. Connor Flood clears out the rebound. But no, there was a little bit of a misunderstanding as to what exactly happened, but they still had to shut down their dine-in, folks. And it's takeout only at XCARET Mexican Restaurant until they can get that back up and running. But in the meantime, do your best. Get out there, support them. You can still call in your order.
For sure. And don't forget, Nate, I believe it is tomorrow morning from 11 to 3. XCARET's going to be at the new skating rink there at, Oakley Park?
That is right.
Yeah, free skating, free hot chocolate. They just always love giving back to the community, man. So
absolutely.
That's why you got to go out there and make sure you support them. We want more businesses like that in town.
And a timeout called on the floor. I don't want to miss this. As Hunter Haynes knocked down another three. He's got 6 points here tonight, and the Warriors are out to an early lead. 16-3 is your score here in the first quarter. 1:27 left to play. Timeout on the floor brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. I want to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this game live and paywall free to you right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, CLOUSE Construction, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, Webster Industries, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. 1:20 to play here in the first quarter. Tigers with the basketball. Looking for some answers on the offensive end. Lucas Bordner. Now Beamer drives, puts it up off the glass, no. And the rebound dug out by the Warriors. Hunter Haynes grabs it. And Mohawk has it within a minute left here in the first quarter. Haynes drives to the basket, put it up, no. And a rebound under the basket, cleared out. And a foul. It's going to be called, I believe that's going to go on Garrett Reinhardt. That'll be his third team foul against the Warriors here in the first quarter. Caden Miller takes a seat as Justin Ryder checks back in for the Tigers. Starting five back on the floor for Seneca East. First time we've seen Caleb Bish on the floor here tonight for the Warriors. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Hunter Haynes. And another shot off the mark for the Tigers here tonight. Maybe they set themselves up for the other end, Greggy. They like the other basket better, so we'll see how the second quarter goes. But either way, Warriors controlled this first quarter of action here.
No doubt about it, Nate.
Heyman kick out to Cleveland for three! Boomer Cleveland Put an exclamation point on that first quarter for the Warriors. It's 19-3 Mohawk. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to the jungle here in Attica. We're live for tonight's N10 matchup between the Seneca East Tigers and the Mohawk Warriors. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg the Wizard Kinn, Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Tigers off the inbound.
Now, Nate, you want to take a look back at how we ended that first period there?
Yeah.
I think I caught that one on the replay. Look at this. Just a dagger at the end of the first one here. Boom! What a beautiful shot.
That's how you end the first quarter. As Hunter Haynes drives to the basket along the baseline, put that one up and in. 21-5, Mohawk on top. Bordner kicks out to Mason. Mason, oh, nice spin move, but the block from Boomer Cleveland from behind. And a nice stop and pop there from Taylor Young. 21-7, Mohawk on top by 14.
Oh, man, Nate. I might see my vote for fan of the game right now. The Tigers here.
Uh-oh. Fan of the game. I'm sorry, man. That's,
how do you now give it to the Tiger?
That's hard to beat right there.
I don't see
Where's
I don't
the
see
Warrior?
a Warrior anywhere,
Where's
guys.
the Warrior?
Oh, called out. Called out. What I wouldn't do to see a giant, like, oversized head Warrior just walking around in here. I love that ridiculous stuff, the oversized mascots and stuff. Cracks me up, dude. I still want one of them giant hats, Nate.
One of them big caps?
Yeah.
How could you not?
It's like, nobody else thought they were cool. I don't care. I want one. Give me a big old Hoos one.
Hoos?
Oh. Can't come down with that one. But oh, nails that one there. Another three.
Hunter Haynes, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc here. What a way to start for the Warriors. 24-10. Ryder drives to the basket, cut off by Flood. Kick out to Bordner for 3. Oh. Got it to go. Tigers trim it back down. It's an 11-point ball game.
Say we've seen a couple threes from the Warriors. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. Give the Tigers their due here too. It's another beautiful three-point shot. You know I love the three-point shots, Nate.
Oh, absolutely. How could you not?
Oh, boom! Just drains it.
Cleveland out on the perimeter.
Ooh.
Had that one poked away. Heyman gets it back. Drives, kick out. Right corner 3 for Haynes, and another one.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, he's on fire. 14 points for Hunter Haynes here in the first half. Bordner, spin move, turnaround jumper, no good.
I'd say the move was good. The shot not so much, but.
Yeah, right.
Try and get a little room here, drive to the basket. Oh, and just rolls right off the rim.
And that was going to be a traveling violation. We'll give the ball back to the Tigers. Got to give it up to my wife for being on the ball, grabbing a tripod that I forgot at home and bringing it over here to us so we can have it for the second half. Big shout out to my wife. She's always coming through in the clutch. You know, I thought I had everything gathered up, ready to go. All the bags were right there, ready to go, but, you know, one bag was missing.
I was going to say, and no, folks, if you want to be a sponsor, we won't make you bring the tripod like Chelsea.
I'm going to give a big shout out to Lathan for going out and grabbing that for us.
And don't shout him out yet. He ain't come back in with it yet.
He's already right here.
Oh, is he?
He was
Okay,
quick,
okay.
man. He would make quick work of that, dude.
Not only was he quick, but how did he sneak by me? I didn't even see
Right.
with a huge tripod bag.
Very, very sneaky. Timeout on the floor brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's talk about our keys to the game brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting as we come out of this timeout here. For Mohawk here tonight, I think key for them, they've already done it. Get out to a hot start. This is what I had for them. They got to get out to a hot start because this Seneca East team, boy, they can play with just about anybody. But if you put the pressure on them here, you got a double-digit lead. You've doubled them up here on the road in a tough environment. You take the crowd out of the game.
Oh, absolutely.
That's exactly what you want if you're the Warriors here tonight. Now, sticking with the keys to the game, once again brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. For the Seneca East Tigers tonight, I think they've got to control the boards. They got to get some way. They got to find a way to neutralize that 6-7 post in Connor Flood because he is just a presence down low, averaging 11 rebounds per game coming into this one. So for Seneca East, control the boards here tonight. That's your keys to the game brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. Another three-pointer from Hunter Haynes. Oh, that one almost made it. That one's in and out.
We both got a little excited for that one. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Nate, just to your point. The Warriors down there took a shot a little bit ago, missed it, but got their own rebound, tossed it out, and nailed the three right after that. Those rebounds are crucial.
27-15, Warriors on top by 12. Hunter Haynes with it. Passes down low. That
nice.
pass denied by the Tigers. It was poked away by Bordner, grabbed by Ryder. And now Luke Mason with it in the forecourt. Mason pops it from three and got that one to go. And it's a single-digit ball game once again, 9-point game. 27-18. Mason now with, I think that's 8 points. Nope, that's 5.
Kind of hard
That
to
pass
see.
off the mark.
Hard to see a little bit. They got that nice big old protective cage over the scoreboard there. They said the scoreboard's way too nice for a basketball to hit it.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I think more schools ought to do something like that. Timeout on the floor. Brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Don't forget, folks, head over to our Instagram page, find the poster from tonight's game, and vote for your team. That's all you got to do. You don't have to vote for who you think is going to win. Just vote for your team. Our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Folks, right now, it's a tight one. So if you're a fan of either one of these teams, the results will be revealed at the end of the game. Head on over to our Instagram page. Cast your vote for our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. As we take a look at the stat sheet tonight, brought to you by Webster Industries. Hunter Haynes leading all scorers with 14 points for the Warriors. And he's got 12 of those from beyond the arc.
And I'm sure that you're shocked, Nate. Absolutely shocked after you looked at that stat sheet.
And there's another three for Bordner.
We looking at a 6-point game right now?
It is a 6-point ball game.
That's a great job by the Tigers here in the second period.
Tigers on an 8-0 run here. Three-pointer from Cleveland off the mark, off the front of the rim. Beamer over to Ryder. Now Lucas Bordner with it. Bordner working on Bogner. Bordner pulls up from the free throw line, no good. And the tall presence of Connor Flood grabs the rebound.
There it is again, Nate. Mohawk being able to grab those rebounds.
Pass down low. Hunter Haynes off the mark. A little too close for him.
Pass. Oh! Yeah,
Kane Heyman.
He gave him a little elbow over there. Hey, man, good block.
Yeah.
He saw that coming. He said, no.
Gave him the old Mutombo. Cleveland kick out. Bogner for three. Ooh, inside the rim and out.
Got to come down with those threes if you're going to keep shooting them now.
Mason.
Ooh.
Luke Mason with it. Rolls away from the screen.
I just love it when they get super aggressive all in your face like that.
Right?
Don't even give you an inch to breathe.
Young to Ryder. Ryder kicks it out to Borden. 6-point ball game, 1:20 to play here in the first half. This is a fast first half.
Yeah.
Lucas Bordner with it. Now over to Bryler Beamer.
You know, Nate, why don't they have this gym all decked out in jungle theming? This should be, like, they got this awesome mural painted on the wall over here.
You know, Greggy, if we're being honest, I mean, we're kind of the ones that coined that term.
Well, I mean, it's cool.
Just like Tornado Alley. I mean, I coined that term.
It's cool. It's cool.
So I'm sure there were people before that have said those words, but never in the context that we have. So
I just love the lure of the atmosphere. You don't want to come over here in the jungle, man.
no. And it's, I mean, the way we talk about this place, I think it's given it a little bit of like an aura. You know what I mean? Nice drive to the basket from Boomer Cleveland.
I mean, we talk about it during football season. I don't know if I've heard a louder stands, the way that they stomp on these stands out here. It's just like, it's craziness.
Well, and our camera operators, anytime they have to stand in the stands, it's like trying to broadcast a game during an earthquake.
You know how much I love it when the scoreboard camera moves around.
Oh yeah, that's your favorite. Beamer gives it off to Mason, down to 15 seconds left here in the first half. 29-21, Mason.
Good recovery there.
Taylor Young with it. Lost it. Beamer gets it back. Now the Warriors grab the possession. 2 seconds left. Cleveland under the basket for Heyman, and that's no good. Not enough time there as the end of the first half comes to a close. 29-21 is your score. Mohawk on top of Seneca East. We'll take a step aside. We'll come back with the halftime show brought to you by Hope and Fostoria. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Keep it locked in. You're watching, giving their customers the best possible products and service. From conception design to completion, CLOUSE Construction will handle every aspect of your project. Please call CLOUSE Construction at 419-448-1365 or visit their website at clouseconstruction.com. Remember, CLOUSE Construction for all your building and construction needs. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent Jeff Leopold for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
CLOUSE Construction, located in New Riegel, Ohio, is one of the top design-build general contractors. CLOUSE Construction Corporation takes pride in giving their customers the best possible products and service. From conception design to completion, CLOUSE Construction will handle every aspect of your project. Please call CLOUSE Construction at 419-448-1365 or visit their website at clouseconstruction.com. Remember CLOUSE Construction for all your building and construction needs. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
week sucks. Bye weeks are terrible in college football. Everybody's
All right, welcome back to the jungle here in Attica, Ohio. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn, Austin Rodriguez on the call with you here tonight. We also have Lathan Chapman filling in for doing a little shadow work with us here. And he's going to be kind of taking, I guess, like filling the shoes of Connor Roush, because Connor, I don't know if you guys have figured this out, but Connor hasn't been on a couple of broadcasts with us because he's a busy guy.
Yeah.
And he is now, we'll give a shout out to Connor Roush. He's officially got the job as a fireman, and he is a firefighter. So he took all the classes, he got all the certifications. He's been going through this process since he got out of high school. And now he's finally realized his dreams of becoming a fireman.
Yeah, he's been going through that process on top of going out and doing the side jobs, you know, doing the reporting, the coverage, all that. I don't know anybody really that works harder than Connor. He's one of the hardest workers I've seen, man.
For sure. So big shout out to Connor Roush. But this Lathan Chapman's going to be helping us out, filling in for those games that we need an extra camera person. Obviously, Austin's going to be out of service. She's going to be on the IR for a few weeks here at the end of February, but we'll see.
We'll see.
But once again, we want to thank our Hope in Fostoria, our halftime sponsor, Hope in Fostoria, for allowing us to bring this halftime show to you. And we're getting ready to start this second half. Mohawk leading Seneca East 29-21. As we switch sides here, and the Warriors draw the contact, Kane Heyman will go to the line for a shooting foul. Heyman, 7 points here tonight for the Warriors, make it 8. You know, Greg, I just thought about it. I added all my sounds to the computer and then never put them in the road.
Man, I don't know what happened over our Christmas break, Nate, but
I was sick.
I was going to say, we both got sick, and I feel like our brains are still trying to just get back into work mode right now.
Yeah. Luke Mason drives to the basket, had it swatted, and then they swatted it right onto him as he slid out of bounds. So turnover will go to the Warriors. It's 30-21, Mohawk on top. They started out, it was a 21-3 lead at one point. That one swatted at the basket by Bryler Beamer. And a nice drive by Taylor Young as he lays it up and in. 4 points for Young on the night. Heyman cut off by the defense. Kick out to Bogner was wide. And Ben's probably saying, hey, I throw you better balls than that. Come on, man.
Come on, you expect me to be accurate with the pass?
Right? Put it on my numbers.
Come on, Ben, calm down. This ain't the football field.
Mason has the basketball for the Tigers, working on Boomer Cleveland. Mason thought about a three, now kicks it over to Aiden Zach.
You know, Nate, we took our little break here from the broadcast for the holidays and stuff. You know what surprised me was how many schools didn't take as long as break as we did.
Yeah.
How many games happened over the Christmas time?
There were some really good games, too. That Calvert Old Fort game went down to the buzzer. Stockaders winning that one on a buzzer beater. I had a couple of fans talk to me saying, hey, why aren't you guys at that Calvert Old Fort game? It's like, hey, my guys deserve a couple weeks off. Everybody had been working really hard all the way through football and basketball season. We didn't get much of a break in between basketball and football, so everybody deserves some time off.
And I'll be honest with you, man, it didn't even seem like we were off for that long.
It didn't.
Seemed
Well,
like it was
because
just last week.
I was sick for like 8 days, so yeah, I didn't really get much of a time off.
I think it was Thursday. You said something to me. You're like, something this Saturday's game. And I was like, Saturday's game? Like, man, is it really? Yeah, wow.
Yep. Aiden Zach pulls up from 3.
Ooh.
Unable to knock that one down.
That one bounced harder than the last check I tried to write, Nate.
Woo! Hunter Haynes picking up where he left off in the first half. 17 points now for the senior. Talk about our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. As coming into this one, the matchup for me was between Lucas Bordner and Connor Flood. Those two leading the way, as Bordner leading the way scoring-wise for the Tigers, and Connor Flood averaging a double-double on the season. Those are the two guys I had an eye on tonight as part of our VICEK Orthodontics player spotlight. But there's a lot of players to keep your eye on here tonight, folks. A lot of talent on both sides. Once again, big shout out to Robin VICEK and her staff at VICEK Orthodontics. Drive to the basket and is off the mark, but the foul will put Boomer Cleveland at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Still one of my favorite names in all of high school over the last few years.
Right?
I remember I said last season, I said, unlike, don't get him confused with Tommy, who's a Cleveland Boomer. That's a Boomer Cleveland over here.
He knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Puts the Warriors on top by 11. 34-23 is your score here. Cleveland now with 9 points.
Nate, I was going to take some of the snow off the graphics tonight, and then I thought, there's actually more snow on the ground now than the last game.
That's right.
Go ahead and leave those on there.
Absolutely.
Got a nice little dusting of snow yesterday and today.
It's a dusting.
Or they kept calling it snow bands. I said, how many bands are there? What kind of concert is it?
Lucas Bordner with a turnaround jumper. Mid-range, knocks it down. He's got 11 points. It's a 10-point ball game, 35-25. Haynes drives, kicks. Heyman puts it on the floor, drives to the basket, goes up with it, no good. And the rebound tipped. And a push under the basket going against Brylar Beamer. That'll be the first foul on Beamer for the night. 3rd foul against the Tigers here in the 3rd quarter. Flood kicks it out. That's nice. Bish on the drive. Puts it up off the glass, and Caleb Bish.
Ooh, Bish, please. What a drive to the basket there.
Knocks it down for his first basket.
I had to be very careful when I said that one.
37-25. Step back 3. Luke Mason is off the mark.
Off the rim.
Now Heyman.
Oh, look at that.
Little alley-oop with a one-handed layup.
You think they practiced that before?
He caught that with one hand and laid it up with the left hand. That was athletic right there.
So athletic. I want to see it again, Nate. We're going to take another look.
Replays brought to you by National Machinery. Look at this one here.
He said, there you are, partner. Boom.
Ooh, that's pretty. And a 3. Another one for Hunter Haynes. He's got 20 points.
Would you guys just calm down? Don't be having highlights during replays of highlights. Come on now. Yeah, give me a minute here.
And a timeout called on the floor. Timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let me tell you about our friends at VICEK Orthodontics. They're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today. VICEK Orthodontics, bringing out the best in every smile.
I tell you, that's a great sponsorship too, Nate, because as much as you don't really want to talk about it, sometimes basketball can be a little physical. They throw some bows down there and
messing up your nice braces these parents are spending a lot of money on.
You might lose a tooth here or there over your career during high school, so now you know where to go to get that smile fixed up.
That's right. And I give a shout out to Robin and her family as like everybody over the holiday break, dealing with a little bit of illness. I understand her dad spent some time in the hospital. Our thoughts go out to all of them. Hopefully everybody's okay over there. Wish them all the best for a speedy recovery. Because I know her dad's a big fan. He watches all of our broadcasts, Greggy.
We love our fans for sure.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of fans, who's our fan of the game tonight, Greg?
Man.
We've got a few of them out here.
Been looking around. I told you, man, that tiger. Where'd that tiger go? That tiger's been my favorite so far.
It's around here. That pass intended for Lucas Bordner was off the mark from Caden Miller.
Somebody put the tiger back in the cage.
You know, funny you say that, Greg. The old Tiger Stadium back in Attica, if you drive out of town, everybody who knows where it's at, they know where it's at.
30 seconds east of here.
Yeah. They used to have a tiger in a cage at the stadium. Now, my question for Ed Phillips was, why wasn't that tiger taken to this stadium?
That's animal cruelty. That's
yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
That one off the mark. Ryder grabs the rebound for the Tigers.
Nate, we just had a 10-point game a minute ago, and we're almost to a 20-point game here right now. What is going on?
And there's Caleb Bish. As he drives that one to the basket, lays it up and in. And it's now a 19-point ball game for the Warriors. That was 29-21 at halftime. And since then, Warriors on a 15-6 run.
Nice. I like CLOUSE Construction as the free throw sponsor there, Nate, because free throws are such a solid foundation to winning the game.
That's right. That's a good point, Greg. That three-point shot off the mark from Heyman. Bordner drives it to the basket. Nice defense by Kane Heyman there. Stayed with his man all the way to the basket.
Didn't allow him to get a clear shot there.
And you talk about the assignment as he has to guard Lucas Bordner, third leading scorer in the N10 on the year. And he's kept him in check, just 11 points here tonight. Of course, you would expect nothing less from the athletic Kane Heyman. He is an athlete on any field he steps on.
Yeah, I mean, we cover a lot of teams around here. We hear a lot of names, and, like, that's a name that you hear so often that it definitely sticks in your head.
Connor Flood with the swat. Inside of a minute to play. Heyman drives to the basket off the mark.
That was a good drive. He just came up underneath the basket and hit the bottom of the rim there.
Connor Flood grabs the rebound. And he draws the foul on the putback. The foul will go on against Luke Mason. That's his fourth team foul against the Tigers here in the third quarter. Connor Flood looking for his first points of the game. Got that one to go. Of course, they haven't really needed him on the offensive end here tonight with the outpouring from Hunter Haynes. But he has been a presence on the defensive end for sure, both in the rebounding department and just turning away anything at the rim right here. I mean, nobody has had very much success down low here tonight, Greg. They've been a lot of long-distance shots for the Tigers, as there's another one from Mason, and that one's off the mark.
Yeah.
And there's Connor Flood grabbing the rebound.
I got lost in the game for a second there. Forgot to take a graphic off the screen. It happens every now and then. I'm like, oh, wow. That's what happens when I look away from the screen and actually look at the game. Try to control this one here and take it to the last period.
Of course, Boober Cleveland, if memory serves me correct, I think he got some awards and recognition for his cross-country exploits this year. He's a track athlete.
Oh, I thought you were going to say for his name.
Well, I mean, come on now. He gets plenty of accolades from us with that.
That'll have to be a Hussey category.
Right.
Best nickname. Or best regular name, whatever.
Connor Flood knocks down the first. He's got three free throws tonight. And another one for Connor Flood gives him 4 points as we look at the stat sheet brought to you by Webster Industries. Connor Flood with 4 points, Hunter Haynes with 20. Boomer Cleveland with 12 points for the Warriors. And that accounts for 36 of the 48 points and a three-pointer to end the third quarter.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that when we come back, Nate.
Are they saying that was only a 2?
Well, we'll see about that. After this commercial, we'll come back. We'll take a look at the replay.
All right, we'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here in the jungle in Attica, Ohio, live at Seneca East Tigers Gymnasium. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn, and Austin Rodriguez on the call with you here tonight as we start the fourth quarter of action. Mohawk on top of Seneca East.
We got to see that replay again before something else exciting happens. I didn't even think he was going to get the shot off in time, man. Look at this. Wow.
Oh, off balance, one-legged three-pointer from Bordner.
Unreal.
Ryder goes up, gets the contact, and one. As Justin Ryder draws the foul, earns himself a trip to the CLOUSE Construction free throw line. Second foul on Hunter Haynes here tonight. Once again, stat sheet tonight brought to you by Webster Industries in Tiffin, Ohio, proudly making the chains, sprockets, and equipment that power industries across America. From automotive to food processing, Webster's products keep things moving. To learn more, visit websterchain.com. That's Webster Industries. Our sponsor tonight for our stat sheet. Pass down low, Bish off the mark, but Connor Flood there to clean it up. That's his first field goal of the night. Bordner drives up off the glass, put it up and in. I think he saw Connor Flood come out of the paint there, Greg, and just kind of took off, put his head down right to the basket. As there haven't been very many opportunities
I'd run away
to get a good look.
I'd run away from a Flood too, Nate. What can you say?
Unlike me, who looks like I'm ready for one. Wearing my high water. Bordner's shot off the mark, but he draws the foul. Looks like that's going on Caleb Bish. Another trip to the free throw line brought to you by CLOUSE Construction.
I think they need to join on for some more games. I like having a free throw sponsor.
I like it.
Plus
using that
one
graphic. That's pretty sweet.
Plus, it's one of the. I'd say it's one of the better sponsorships in a basketball game, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's a one-game sponsor. So, folks, if you're seeing this, if you're a business, you're like, man, I like that free throw. You're getting a lot of run with that. Hey, it's open. It's available for every game after this one. So if you want to get on board with us, send us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com. You can even head over to our website, click the sponsor tab, and it has more information on how you can get a hold of us, as that pass down low for Connor Flood
I was going to say, Nate,
puts that one up and in.
if you sign on for the sponsorship, especially if it's a multiple game one, I'll make sure to try to make you something real tasty that pops and everybody gets their eyes on it.
Well, I think everybody, I've always said, if you sign up for a full season sponsorship, you get a free commercial. We'll make you a free commercial, folks. That's part of your package. That way you get the most exposure you can possibly get. Speaking of commercial, let me tell you about our friends at WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse, as I went over there and got some footage, but still have yet to put the commercial all the way together. We're still working on bits and pieces of it, but WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse has been your trusted local florist in Tiffin since 1847. That's right, 1847. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, WAGNER's helps you say it beautifully. Whether it's celebrating victories or supporting the ones you love, visit their beautiful flower shop on Greenfield Street or order online, WagnerFlowers.com, with convenient pickup and delivery options. WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms.
That makes a lot of sense, Nate. The other day I was playing Red Dead Redemption and rode on past WAGNER Flower Shop. There's 18. Actually, I swore that was a WAGNER Flower Shop.
Some kind of greenhouse, I don't know.
Historically correct.
Arthur Morgan had to get flowers. Maybe it was Marston getting flowers for Morgan.
It's still
Spoiler.
Still just blows my mind every time you say 18 in the beginning of that year.
Oh, what a drive to the basket. Luke Porter put that one up and in. Sorry, Lucas Bordner. I don't want to shortchange him there. There's a Luke and a Lucas on the roster.
Ooh, nice.
Bish cut off by the defense, but the up and under, he gets that one to go. 56-38. Bordner, pull up three, no good. And Bish grabs the rebound.
He had a good look at it there.
2-on-1, Heyman puts it up and puts it in. And it's now a 20-point lead for the Warriors.
Man, those 2-on-1 situations are just killer.
I know.
What are you going to do?
Yep.
What are you going to do?
And you got him on skates. You know, he's backpedaling. He's like, man, that's a no man's land.
Need some go-go gadget arms to help you out in that situation. Oh.
That pass off the mark. Boomer Cleveland grabs it for the Warriors. Kick out. Caleb Bish. Back out to Cleveland for three. Oh. Off the rim, no. Bish grabs the rebound. Now Heyman drives it to the basket, lays it up, no. And Bryler Beamer grabs the rebound for the Tigers. 5:10 to play. 20-point lead for the Warriors. Beamer kick out. Right wing three, off the mark from Brady Bloom.
He had a moment to breathe there, and he had the shot, Nate.
Bloom says, give me my change.
Oh.
Nope, never mind. Boomer Cleveland with it. Warriors settling into their half-court set here. Heyman drives, kick out. Haynes put it on the floor.
Oh, nice.
Nearly
save
lost
there.
it, gets it back. Now Bish to the basket, kick out. Haynes for three, no. Lucas Bordner into the forecourt now for the Tigers. Over to Ryder, pops it from three, no. And a rebound. Grabbed by Bloom. He puts that one up and in. Brady Bloom with his first points of the game for the junior.
I think I might see who Chelsea would probably pick as fan of the game. We got a sweet tie-dye shirt over here in the band section. It's right up Chelsea's alley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see the Tiger right now. Oh, my goodness. It's in the crowd, folks.
Yeah,
It is right here. I can hear it.
Well, it's the jungle. He's making his way through the jungle here. Foul on the floor before the shot attempt.
There it is. Dun, dun, dun.
That foul's going to go on Luke Mason. That's his second.
Just stalking.
See the frustration
Prowling.
on the face of these Tigers. I don't think this was quite how they expected this one to go.
I don't see any frustration on the face of that Tiger, though. It doesn't look like the expression's changing at all.
No, not at all. He is striking fear into those on the Mohawk bench.
Stone cold.
all those Mohawk kids are thinking, thank goodness I ain't got to play against that Tiger.
Shaking little kids' hands over there. He's a friendly Tiger.
He is a friendly Tiger. Timeout called by Seneca East. 3:46 left to play in the ball game. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. It allows me to thank all of our sponsors for bringing this ball game to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, ENR Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, CLOUSE Construction, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, Webster Industries, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. That reminds me of tax time is coming up, Nate.
That's exactly right. Well, tax time, you better start calling Linda S. Ritzler Accounting if you want to make sure that your taxes don't get fudged up.
So it just makes me start thinking about money and finances. I'm like, I'm scared, running away.
Yeah, same here. I don't even want to look at mine this year. 3:30 left to play here in the ball game. It's a 20-point lead for the Warriors. Tigers with the possession.
Man, the Tigers have been biting and clawing this entire game.
They have.
These Warriors just keep spreading that lead out, and you can kind of feel it now in this crowd. It got a little quiet in here, a little drained out. But the players themselves, they're still fighting though, Nate.
It just seems like every time the Tigers make a shot, the Warriors come down and answer.
Yeah. I mean, they're coming down, they're getting these threes, trying to catch back up quickly, and the Warriors are like, oh, we can match it. It's okay, no problem. They get out to that early lead, and they've just been able to maintain it.
Turnaround jumper, no good. Off the mark.
Then you have
from
stuff like
Bordner.
that.
Yeah.
Just the old in and out right there.
Haynes kicks it over to Heyman. Now Kane Heyman working on Aiden Zach. Spin move into the paint, put it up, no. And Zach grabs the rebound.
So I don't know how much wrestling Kane Heyman watches, but I'd be making myself a I'm a Kane Heyman guy t-shirt.
You're right. That's got to be Kane.
You get all the cool wrestling t-shirts. What?
Aiden Zach. Right wing three is off the mark. Hunter Haynes with it. Push pass. Heyman for three, no good. Bogner grabs the rebound. 2:23 to play. Make sure you stick around for the postgame show, folks. We'll have our fan of the game. We'll see the results of our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Still time to cast your vote. Still got a few minutes left. And we'll also present our defensive player of the game brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Boy, Connor Flood's quietly with 10 points here in the fourth quarter, Greg. Came into the fourth scoreless. Got those 4 points from the free throw line, and then
Those floods just sneak up on you sometimes.
they open the floodgates. Bordner got that one to go. He's got 20 points here for the Tigers. And it looks like we're going to get some substitutions here for both teams. As Brady Bloom checks back in for the Tigers. Taylor Young will take a seat. Also checking in is Trey Miller, junior guard for the Tigers. Caden Miller also into the game, and Landon Hicks. Those are your subs on the floor. Aiden Zach remains out there on the floor as well. And Landon Hicks is out there. 5 on the floor for the Warriors. They've still got 4 out of their 5, starting 5, but sub into the game, Hayden Parker checks in. Timeout on the floor. Timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Gives me a little bit of time to tell you about our friends at Linda S. Ritzler Accounting. Greg, you mentioned taxes, and I'm telling you, folks, you're going to want to trust your finances to the experts at Linda S. Ritzler Accounting. From personal taxes to business bookkeeping, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting provides reliable, professional service tailored to your needs. For accounting you can count on, choose Linda S. Ritzler Accounting.
Yeah, you don't want to be the Greggy Kinn pulling out Burger King receipts and stuff from your pocket, all stained up, trying to figure out how much money you spent this year. Go see the professionals, folks. Now, is this cheeseburger tax deductible?
Yes, it is. That pass off the mark, intended for Landon Hicks. Braden Bloom into the game for the Warriors, number 4. And number 21, Garrett Reinhardt in, as well as number 22, Marty Justin. Still sporting that blonde from football season there, Greggy. That should have been a travel. Yeah, there it is.
What do you think you are, referee or something?
I mean, you know.
I don't see no striped shirt.
You know, Greg, I am actually considering taking a referee class during the off season.
You know what I'm considering right now is making us some referee shirts to say our wild.
Yes.
I just thought about it, like, why don't we have referee shirts?
Right corner 3, no good. Off the mark from Trey Miller. So he tried for the tray, but didn't get it to go.
Nice little block there.
Aiden Zach. Cross court, Brady Bloom now. 3-pointer from Landon Hicks. And the sophomore
Hicks
knocks it down. No. Oh, you're going to think people, you got Mohawk people watching. Greg, you need to be careful because
I said Hicks.
You could be thinking, they could be thinking you're talking about people from Little Mexico over there, you know? Like,
any names.
Jeez. You got to be careful.
Mr. Hicks nailed that shot from the stick.
There you go. There you go. All right, that's the end of the ball game. Final score, 64-45. Mohawk takes care of business on the road here in the jungle. We'll step aside. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
CLOUSE Construction, located in New Riegel, Ohio, is one of the top design-build general contractors. CLOUSE Construction Corporation takes pride in giving their customers the best possible products and service. From conception design to completion, CLOUSE Construction will handle every aspect of your project. Please call CLOUSE Construction at 419-448-1365 or visit their website at clouseconstruction.com. Remember CLOUSE Construction for all your building and construction needs. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, welcome back to the jungle here in Attica, Ohio. You're tuned into the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, and we have our player of the game, Mr. Hunter Haynes. How we doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing wonderful, man. Well, hey, you got to be doing really good after that one. What a ball game here tonight. Now, you came out on fire from beyond the arc. I know that's kind of your specialty. You are the marked assassin from outside the perimeter, but talk about your role on this team and just what you bring to the table.
I mean, the main thing I bring is my shooting ability. Everyone else likes to drive and kick, drive and shoot layups, and I'm just there making the defense spread out a little bit more. Usually a decoy for the teammates, like upper game, face guarding me, Boomer and Kane had 20 both. So I'm just there when I need to be and ready to shoot when needed.
You guys have a very senior-heavy roster, man, like all seniors on this squad. Now, obviously, you guys do a great job of spreading the wealth. Everybody gets their touches. Everybody gets their points. I mean, you got 4 guys averaging double digits. What's the chemistry like on this team with all these seniors? I mean, you guys got to be a tight group.
Oh, yeah. We've been playing since junior high, all 10 of us, all together. All we do, practice, we compete. We don't even have to say what we're doing on offense. We just know, like, where it's going to go every time. We have great chemistry, and it's awesome to be with them.
So you came out on fire tonight, man, and then kind of cooled off a little bit in the second quarter, but you picked up right back where you left off in the second half. What was the talk in the locker room? I mean, it was an 8-point game. They kind of trimmed it down to about a 6-point game before you guys went to the locker room. What was the speech from Coach Dunn?
Really to focus on our defense. Like, they were making really tough shots. Lucas Borner, Luke Mason making really tough shots. All we were doing is just stay on the ground, keep our hands up, make them keep doing those tough shots, and if soon they're going to miss those really tough shots.
Yeah, you just got to keep forcing them into those tough shots. They're not going to make all of those. Mm-mm. That's a good point. All right, man. So, shout-outs. Go ahead, Greg.
I was just going to ask, coming into an environment like this when you're not at home, how much difference does it make? Is it part of your game plan to get out to that big early lead to kind of quiet the crowd down here?
I mean, yeah, it's really, really nice when it's quiet.
Gives you time to think and execute.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we have right now, next Monday is our 8th road game in the 6th road game in the last 8 games. So,
wow.
We're kind of used to it, ready to play wherever, whenever. So.
Well, that's going to be nice for the second half of the season. You're going to have a lot of home games.
Yep.
Kind of get that momentum rolling into the postseason. Obviously, we're still not at the halfway point yet, but how do you feel about this team as you guys start to get towards that halfway point of the season?
I mean, our eyes are just stay undefeated. We got to keep it going. I mean, we got to get this first round through the N10. We got to beat Crawford. We got to beat Cary. We got to beat all of them. And then next round, we'll just improve, know what they have, know what we have, and just keep going and build off of it.
Yeah, Crawford's sitting there at that top spot right now. You guys, obviously, there's a jockeying going on for that top position. When's that game coming up?
I think it's next Friday.
Next Friday?
Crawford, yep.
All right. Well, hey, folks, we're not going to be on the call for that one, but if you want to go over and check out a great game, check that one out as, once again, Mohawk plays Colonel Crawford for the top spot in the N10.
I say we got some new people around here. Maybe we'll send somebody over there to get a little coverage.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Be a big game.
But once again, Hunter, great game. Any shout-outs here tonight?
My parents, my coaches, really keep my head in the game always. My teammates always sharing the ball, and that's about it.
All right, well, there you go. There's our player of the game, Hunter Haynes. We do have a defensive player of the game as well, so if you want to tell Connor Flood that he is our defensive player of the game, and of course, that's brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. But once again, outstanding performance by you tonight, young man, and the whole team. You guys really came together, coming into a tough environment, and you put that crowd to rest right away, and it was never a factor. I thought, the jungle is a hard place to play for some people, but you guys, football, you got to win this year, and now you got to win on the road here in the jungle in Attica. You're going for the clean sweep in baseball, huh? Maybe?
We'll go for it.
All right, buddy. Once again, thank you for your time. Our player of the game, Hunter Haynes. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout, but we'll come back, wrap things up really quickly. Once again, you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks, man.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Great interview.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
CLOUSE Construction, located in New Riegel, Ohio, is one of the top design-build general contractors. CLOUSE Construction Corporation takes pride in giving their customers the best possible products and service. From conception design to completion, CLOUSE Construction will handle every aspect of your project. Please call CLOUSE Construction at 419-448-1365 or visit their website at clouseconstruction.com. Remember CLOUSE Construction for all your building and construction needs. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to the jungle here in Attica, Ohio. Your final score, Mohawk 64, Seneca East 45. I'm Nate Mullins. You're tuned in here on the Postgame Show, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, folks, this is a tough environment for any team to come into. For what the Warriors were able to do tonight, jumping out to that early lead, especially on the defensive end. I mean, they limited the Tigers to 3 points through the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. And, I mean, they just kind of took that and ran with it. And that's why we have a 19-point win for the Warriors here tonight. But once again, thank you to our post-game show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union.
And you're talking about the difference in points.
Let's talk about our defensive player of the game. Once again, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Connor Flood, an outstanding job tonight here. On the offensive end, 10 points in the fourth quarter. But on the defensive end, I can't even tell you how many blocks that kid had. Probably more than I can count on one hand. And double-digit rebounding here tonight for Connor Flood. So once again, that's our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms. Also, we have to talk about our fan of the game, brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. And we already told you who it was, folks.
That's my pick, man. This is my favorite thing that I saw tonight, was that Tiger walking around in here.
Now, if you want to be a fan of the game, if you're watching this and you're like, hey, how do I get to be a fan of the game? Well, you got to show out. We got to notice you during the broadcast. That's how you get to be fan of the game. If we notice you, you're dead. The camera's going to get pointed on you.
I mean, you know, with this STEINMETZ being the sponsor there, it's like it goes hand in hand, because when you get your gear from STEINMETZ, you definitely stand out, man.
That's right. Absolutely right, Greg. And also, once again, we want to talk about our fan poll, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments.
Let's see how the fans are rooting for their teams tonight, Nate. We need to get a drum roll for this. There we go, and it looks like the fans cheered the right team on the victory.
That is the winning results there. That's the results from our fan poll, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Of course, you can find that every time we have a game on our Instagram page. Head on over to Instagram, search Heart of Ohio Sports. Give us a follow, folks. We post a lot of fun content. I think that's pretty much going to do it. Let's thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, CLOUSE Construction, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, Webster Industries, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Folks, that's going to do it for Austin Rodriguez and Greg Kinn and Lathan Chapman. I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Attica, Ohio. Once again, your final score, Mohawk 64, Seneca East 45. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports.